Hello, everyone, and welcome to Angel Healing House, and welcome to Walk In Angel Ariel's weekly wisdom for the upcoming week of April 10th through April 16th, 2022. My name is Claire Candy Hoff, and my name is also Angel Ariel, as I had an angelic walk-in experience on January 11th of 2003. I'd like to welcome back all my lovely subscribers. It's lovely to be in your energies again. I want to thank you for liking and sharing and subscribing these YouTube videos. It helps my channel to grow. And for those who have found the Claire Candy Hoff YouTube channel for the very first time, let me share a little bit about myself through my full-time business, Angel Healing House, which I created in 2003, almost 20 years ago. I am a full-time Reiki master teacher. I am a clairvoyant, an intuitive, a psychic tarot card reader. I love teaching Reiki. I've taught Reiki to hundreds and hundreds of Reiki practitioners and master teachers around the world. I love teaching tarot as well, and I am the author of several #1 Amazon International best-selling books. Now, speaking about my award-winning books, I received this beautiful review for my award-winning book, I Am an Angelic Walk-In, the autobiography of Angel Ariel. And this person wrote, Claire Candy shows us that the impossible is possible. I am completely overwhelmed by the incredible story of Claire Candy Hoff / Angel Ariel. This book is for believers who have some sense of the impossible as possible, and for the non-believers who will be moved and motivated to find out how this was possible. It is a human story of such deep pain and sadness that transforms into a spiritual victory that you will never forget. And this is by Sherry Myers. She is a producer, a filmmaker here in Los Angeles, California. To purchase my award-winning books in print, please do visit either my website, which is angelhealinghouse.com, or in print and ebook by going on Amazon, or to download the book as an audio book to purchase and also listen to, please visit audible.com. Also, I'd like to send out a big thank you to all of those people who have made donations for my free content to my PayPal account. If you would like to make a donation, I have left my PayPal link in the description box down below. So let's start as we do every week by looking into the astrological heavens to see what planetary energies will be affecting us. Now, with 1 week now, it's going to be, 1 week now into April, a little bit over a week. Many are feeling and sensing the shift that reflect forward-moving energies. And it's the perfect time to start new endeavors and projects as the energies are so favorable and supportive now. April, the 4th month, added to 2022, is a #1, and that's all about leadership and new beginnings, fresh starts as well. This month not only started with a new moon on April the 2nd, but strangely enough, it's ending with another new moon at the end of the month. These bookend new moons, along with 4 planets being in the fiery, determined, go-getter sign of Aries, and those 4 planets are Jupiter, Venus, Mars, and Saturn, are firing our courage up and enticing us to be bold and go after what we desire. But probably the most significant astrological aspect that is occurring in a few days' time is on April the 12th. Now, on that date, we have an event that has not happened for 166 years. Last time it happened was in 1856, and it won't happen again until 2188. It's called the Jupiter-Neptune conjunction, and it's in Pisces. And it'll provide a massive leap in consciousness and expansion for many on the planet. This elevation in consciousness will provide an upgrade in our DNA codes, and as a result, many will feel different, but will not only feel different, but many of us have started to notice that we are starting to look different because our cells are taking on huge amounts of light and regenerating at such an increased rate. In some cases, it's actually reversing the aging process. This is something that many walk-ins like myself have experienced. I walked into Claire Candy's body on January 11th of 2003, and from that point onward, at that age of 47, my wrinkles completely disappeared. Dark liver spots vanished, and my skin began to glow. To this day, people marvel when I tell them that I am 66 years old. Now, the posse of angels, my angelic family, is sharing that this will only be the case if people have done their inner work and cleared all their lower frequency energies through unconditional love and forgiveness. Now, this massive elevation in our consciousness will see many in the conscious collective moving away from our limited linear minds, which rely solely on things like logic and reason, justification, and basically just trying to figure life out, which was perfect for the former Piscean age when we were lower energetic beings. But it no longer will serve us, as our heart energy now determines the flow in our lives and not our minds. With this immense change in our dominant energy center, it will bring in massive change to many aspects of our lives, as we will go from trying to figure life out to existing only in 0 point energies, only in the present moment. And because our concept of time is changing, many will be releasing the importance of things like timetables, agendas, schedules, and routines. And we will allow ourselves to be directed by our hearts and allow things like synchronicities, magic, serendipity, and miracles to play a huge part in our lives. Now, the posse of angels, my angelic family, is sharing that with all of these magical, miraculous, infinite possibilities now available for us, who would want to look anywhere else but in the present moment? They're also reminding us that things like solely using our physical eyes to see will change immeasurably, as many will be able to now see with greater clarity through their inner sight, through their feelings. I had this experience quite recently where I woke up, but I still had my eyes closed, and I thought to open them to look at the digital alarm clock by my bed, and I thought, no, I don't have to open my eyes to know what time it was, and I went within. I said, it's 7:32, and when I opened my eyes, it was 7:32. Remember also that with Jupiter playing such a huge part in this upcoming Jupiter-Neptune conjunction in Pisces, it will be expanding everything. So be really conscious about what you are feeling, what words you're using, and what thoughts you are choosing. So, for example, those who continue to put their focus on things like desperation, drama, fear, worry, stress, chaos, will expand it into their realities. And of course, many who are well practiced in consciously directing their words and thoughts and feelings solely on what they do wish to experience and manifest will see miracles beyond their wildest dreams. Now, knowing this, we can really help integrate these new energy upgrades by cleaning up our diets and detoxing with cleanses and fasts. You know, it was a couple of weeks ago, but I had a wonderful 2-day detox fast with olive oil and lemon juice, and I can tell you afterwards I felt so re-energized and recharged. With this massive amount of expansive higher energy light coming in, the posse of angels is sharing that it may cause us to be on energetic overload. And it just might be a really good idea to put any travel plans off for the rest of April and wait until May. With Chiron's help, Chiron the wounded healer, helping us to look at our shadows in order to finally bring them back into alignment so that we're not triggered anymore. We're wiping the slate clean and preparing ourselves to take full advantage of this high-powered, forward-moving energies of April. Now, to fully wipe the slate clean, the posse of angels is sharing with us that we must take full responsibility in whatever caused us to be wounded and to keep carrying these wounds around. And they're saying many people do this in order to be right instead of being at peace and happy. Now, with all that is being revealed of what has deceptively played out in our world, there are many in the spiritual community who are still pushing the agenda of being right. In fact, I heard on a podcast from a spiritual teacher that she simply could not wait for these dark revelations to become public, and she couldn't wait in order for her family, who called her a conspiracy theorist and a crazy woman, in order that her family could finally apologize for all the nasty things they said about her. Well, my angelic family, the posse of angels, is sharing that in the higher dimensions, there is no longer the need for apologies in order to make us feel better, because we are whole and we're complete in and of ourselves, having connected to our divinity within, and no longer get our identity from what someone else says, thinks, or by their actions, which, by the way, never have anything to do with us and everything to do with their energies. So, the posse of angels is sharing, and they're doing this in the most loving way. If you are waiting for an apology by those who have had different beliefs than yours, or made different choices, or you're waiting for somebody to be tried for crimes against humanity, or you're waiting in any shape or form to be vindicated as to being right over those who got it wrong, then they are advising us to drop any of this focus and attention and just put our emphasis on discovering ways that we can creatively shine our bright lights out into the world and step into those new roles as new thought leaders on the planet, on an emerging planet of light, because this is where we are needed. Very important now to shine that light. Now, the posse of angels is adding that when we do drop any of our expectations of receiving any apologies to make us feel better, we will lift a self-imposed burden off our shoulders so that we can spread our wings and soar higher than we ever thought possible. So let's go to our cards to see what additional messages the posse of angels have for us this coming week. And with it being such an immense week, with the Jupiter-Neptune connection in Pisces on April 12th, they had me go back to a deck that I have not used in a very long time. And this was this deck, which is the Spirit Animal Oracle by Colette Baron-Reid. And the messages that came out for us were these two cards. And I like to call them, when two cards pop out together and they're stuck together like these two cards, I call them the peanut butter and jelly cards, as they want to be read as one story. So let's get a little bit closer there. All right, I'll hold them up individually. So the first card on top was 31, which is a number 4, which is Groundhog Spirit. And the lovely Groundhog Spirit card is suggesting that in order to open up to all that you are and the fulfillment of your big dreams, we simply must let go of anything that no longer serves us. Relationships, places that we're living, jobs, even our self-image, if that is not whole, loving, kind, compassionate, and forgiving, we must now let go. This is important. We bless those things that were a great fit to be in alignment with who we formerly were. But by letting them go, we actually are creating space for the new to come in and the new to grow. Remember, if we are feeling like we need to let go of something, it's because we are intuiting and feeling that Spirit is already creating the new to manifest in our lives. And of course, 31 is a number 4. Added together, 3 and 1 is 4, which is about stability. It's about security. It's about a strong foundation, and all of those things. Once we let go, we know that we're co-creating with Spirit, which is our strongest foundation. And then the next card that came along with that was, if that was the peanut butter, this is the jelly card, the 59 card, which is Starfish Spirit. And it appeared for us to show us that that it's time to, once we let go, in order to open to infinite possibilities, then we must let go and create that space, as our lovely Mr. Groundhog came in and assured us. And then the posse of angels is asking that we open to our limitless potential within. We stretch past the familiar, we stretch past our comfort zones to dream bigger things with even greater faith and trust in ourselves and our never-ending help and support by God's source and the angels. Now, starfish is a very fortunate sign indeed, and it tells us to take time to bask in our miraculous potential and the limitless possibilities of the ways miracles can show up in our lives. So I love that the groundhog spirit and that starfish spirit, both of them came out together. Thank you. Little peanut butter and jelly cards. So when I went to the next deck, which was this one. I absolutely love this deck. The Green Witch Oracle. The first card that came out for us was this card. Zesty and juicy. I love that it's a number 28 and it's a number 1. It's again fresh starts, new beginnings, and it's the orange. It's about energy. Many of us can feel as if April is a great game changer, and the elevated high frequency energies are heralding a time of new adventures, new progress that is specifically anchored in our true purpose and will set our feet on the path in a very new direction. Oranges are sweet and juicy to the taste, and they're saying that anything is possible now, and to keep your energies juicy and positive. If you're experiencing any feelings of things like apathy or boredom or stagnation, they're saying it's time to turn those feelings around by creating, and do it with passion from your heart, and then you will watch your energy start to soar higher. And the card that came along with this one was the peppermint card, which is the card of success. I love this. It's a number 20 card. It's the card of partnership. This may be about partnering with others. It could be about partnering more with yourself. The posse of angels wish to share that there will be rapid progress and an increase, a zesty increase in positive energies, with peppermint being all about prosperity, good luck, justice, This is the confirmation of what Jupiter will be bringing into our lives with the amazing conjunction of Jupiter-Neptune coming up this coming week. Wow, I'm just tingling all over with excitement to see what each one of us will co-create with Spirit as we let go to those infinite possibilities for us to serve in the highest way going into as we advance into April and certainly into May and beyond. Now, I went to these beautiful cards. I absolutely am in love with these cards. The images are divine. Oracle of Mystical Moments, and it's by Katrin Welts Stein. Beautiful cards. Thank you, Caitlin, for these beautiful cards. And from this deck, this card flew out. It literally flew out of the deck. And this card is a number 22 card, and it's called Like a Bird. And remember, number 22 is the sign of the Master Builder. What are we building in our lives? With its message of focus and forward-looking possibilities and motivation, many will feel as we go into the second half of April that we've gotten our mojo back and that anything is possible now. What has changed? Because we've changed immeasurably. And not waiting for the world to change, we're looking with great excitement and expectation to the future. Because we know that we're creating the future here, in the present moment. And why would we want to look anywhere else when the present moment is the only place to find miracles, magic, serendipity, and miracles, magic, serendipity, and synchronicities that are brought to us with our help from Spirit. I don't know, I wouldn't want to look anywhere else. We know deep within that there are no boundaries to what we can manifest and accomplish now, as long as we hold our focus. And like the bird, we fly strong and direct to our heart's desires. The key to capturing our passion is to unlock our creativity and surround ourselves with people, projects, and activities that inspire us. Now, what just came out for us in the Green Witch Oracle was creation, was the orange, juicy, zesty, passionate creativity. Because our heart is the manifesting agent in the fifth dimensions and higher, this excited creativity will be the breath of wind to take you to heights higher and higher than you ever thought possible. Look at that beautiful card. Thank you. So let's go to our postcards from Spirit. I love these cards. And this was the card that jumped out. And on the back, it says, "You are love." And it reads, "Dearest you, do you ever wonder whether your ideas and your creative inspiration, again, creativity, might be coming through your soul rather than generated from your mind alone?" Remember how we spoke about now in the fifth dimension, everything is manifested through our hearts and not our linear minds. It's all how we feel. We're here to tell you, Spirit is here to tell you, we are always whispering in your ear about your highest good. We are conduits for Spirit, letting you know you are a living channel for this awesome co-creative energy. When you're feeling inspired, when you're feeling creative, it means you've heard us. Creative inspiration means Spirit is breathing through you. Inspiration needs your human passion to keep it going so you can make a difference in the world. So keep moving on what inspires you. Keep moving to create. Let yourself be led into new experiences and know that this is why you are here on earth. I've often said on my Angel Healing House blog talk radio show, which by the way airs every Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, that we are not here by happen chance. We have been seated and we wrote with the Etheric Council in the Hall of the Akashic Records, in our Book of Life. We wrote for those gifts, talents, and abilities to be in us so we can serve the divine by passionately doing them, and then we go out and we serve the world in joy and excitement and in passion by doing them. Let yourself be led into new experiences and know that this is why you're here on earth. Your purpose is to discover your spirited nature and to bring forth through your efforts, your creative efforts, whatever is meant to be. Wondrous creative miracles have a way of showing up when you let inspiration propel you forward. You are so loved. Thank you, Spirit, for that. To end with, let's go to our Making Magic deck. We had a little bit of a heat wave here in Santa Monica, California. It got up to 90 degrees yesterday. We have a more comfortable 76 degrees. I hope the weather is being kind to you wherever you are in the world. And here, certainly in the Northern Hemisphere, we're experiencing beautiful spring weather, and spring flowers are popping out all over the place, and it just feels a time to be reborn. And certainly the energies in April are going to be reflecting that. Just a little bit of a heads up, in my Angel Healing House blog talk radio show, I'll be speaking more about the full moon in Libra. That's my sign, on April the 16th, and how it will have us really attending and looking very closely to relationships. If our relationships are still serving us, if there's anything there that's a compromise or settling for less. And also, because it's Libra, the ways that we can serve in the world. And the Posse of Angels and I have reminded people that because we've changed so dramatically, the way we serve is going to change drastically as we go into April and more into May and those summer months. Well, this one just flew out. Balancing our male and female energies, peace and harmony. And they want me to remind you that because more and more of us are going to be integrating and balancing those male-female energies, there will be more opportunities for twin flames to be reunited on the earth plane. But that's only if your twin flame is here. Now, I've spoken a lot about twin flames for the last 20 years, having drawn my own twin flame to myself 20 years ago. We met on a Saturday, and 5 days later he asked to marry me. 2 months later we were married on the beach, Noosa Heads in Queensland, Australia, where we were living at the time. And we have been on our twin flame mission and journey ever since. So having personally experienced a twin flame relationship, I've shared a lot of my personal knowledge with this. But if your twin flame is across the veil, meaning they can help you better in this lifetime, that does not mean that you can't have a beautiful, beloved soulmate relationship. And your twin flame can actually guide you and help you and support you in finding a beautiful love on the planet. If you're interested in my twin flame energetic reconnection services, please do call Angel Healing House on 831-277-3716, and that's Pacific Standard Time, or please go to angelhealinghouse.com. But this 3 rays of light is showing us that with these huge, massive energies, high-frequency energies that are coming in with the Jupiter and Neptune conjunction in Pisces, this will definitely having us balancing more of our masculine and our feminine energies. This one just came out and it says, follow your ideal life path. You are on target. You're on target. You know when you're on target, when you are wiggling with excitement each and every day and saying it's like a treasure map. I am co-creating with spirit. When you're in those blissful energies, it's like, what can I co-create with spirit today? And let my eyes be open for the signs and the messages. And you know that you are then going to be led to your dharmic path, your highest soul's purpose to serve in this lifetime. And that's what's going to be happening to many of us as we go more into April. As it's just going to expand these energies. If you're feeling blissful, it's going to expand your blissful energies. If you're feeling stagnant, nothing can make you feel stagnant. We make ourselves feel whatever we feel because that's how powerful we are. So change it up with being creative, finding ways. Abundance is your nature. You can change it in a heartbeat to thinking to yourself, what can I do to be creative? What can I do to feel passionate again? And the card that just flew out, actually it's twofold. This is the Philosopher's Stone, powerful manifestation of wishes and goals by harnessing universal life force energy. So remember, you are the change that you've been waiting for, and it all depends on your energy within. Safe and happy travels, protection from harm while journeying. Many of us are going to be moving. Many of us are going to be moving locations, moving jobs, moving careers, moving to new soul families, new relationships, all of these things. And it's going to be a very exciting time as we go into April, and certainly we get into May and those summer months here, certainly in the Northern Hemisphere, and winter in the Southern Hemisphere. So I hope you have gleaned some direction and some clarity from those messages. Remember that walk in Angel Ariel's Weekly Wisdom. I try to post every Saturday, please do, if you're available, call in to Angel Healing House Blog Talk Radio Show, now in its 11th year, as I have given away, and I give away free mini angel readings on my show. And I have done this now we're in our 11th year, the Posse of Angels and myself. So please do call into Angel Healing House Blog Talk Radio. And every Thursdays, it airs every Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm wishing you love and angel blessings. Go out, everyone, and fashion an absolutely beautiful life for yourself. And I am so looking forward to speaking with you again next week. Take care, everyone. Bye.